Artyom, why do 75% of history buffs get excited about Russia post-WW2? Let's dive in. The period following World War II is a fascinating chapter in history filled with dramatic changes, intense political maneuvers, and groundbreaking achievements. It's a time that saw the Soviet Union rise to prominence on the global stage, influencing not just its own citizens, but the entire world. So World War II ends in 1945, and Russia, well actually the Soviet Union back then, comes out as a superpower. The victory over Nazi Germany had cost the Soviet Union dearly, but it also solidified its status as a dominant force in global politics. The Red Army's role in defeating Hitler's forces was a source of immense national pride and a key factor in the Soviet Union's newfound influence. But wait, it's not all sunshine and medals. The war left Europe in ruins, and the Soviet Union was no exception. Cities were devastated, infrastructure was in shambles, and millions of lives had been lost. The immediate post-war years were a time of immense hardship and struggle for the Soviet people. First off, Joseph Stalin is still in charge, and let's just say he wasn't exactly a teddy bear. Stalin's rule was marked by a brutal regime that suppressed dissent and maintained strict control over every aspect of life. His policies led to widespread fear and suffering, but also to significant industrial and military advancement. He tightens his grip, and the Cold War kicks off. The ideological battle between the Soviet Union and the United States began to shape global politics. Propaganda, espionage, and the threat of nuclear war became everyday realities, creating a climate of fear and suspicion that lasted for decades. Picture this: spies, nuclear arms race, and a whole lot of tension with the USA. The Cold War was a period of intense rivalry, with both superpowers vying for global dominance. Espionage became a key tool in this struggle, with spies infiltrating each other's governments and military establishments. The nuclear arms race added a terrifying dimension to the conflict, as both sides amassed vast arsenals of weapons capable of annihilating the planet. Domestically, it's a mixed bag. While the Soviet Union was asserting its power on the global stage, life at home was far from easy. The government launched massive reconstruction efforts to rebuild cities and industries, but resources were scarce, and the population was still reeling from the war's devastation. The country tries to rebuild from the war's devastation, but it's tough. The reconstruction process was slow and arduous, with many people living in dire conditions. Housing shortages, food rationing, and a lack of basic necessities were common, making everyday life a struggle for many Soviet citizens. People are living in harsh conditions, and political repression is at an all-time high. Stalin's regime continued to crack down on any form of dissent, with widespread surveillance, arbitrary arrests, and harsh punishments for those deemed disloyal. The fear of being targeted by the state was a constant presence in the lives of ordinary people, but there's a silver lining. Despite the hardships, the Soviet Union made remarkable strides in science and technology. The government invested heavily in education and research, leading to significant advancements in various fields. The Soviets do some pretty incredible stuff, like launching the first satellite, Sputnik, in 1957. This achievement marked the beginning of the space age and showcased the Soviet Union's technological prowess. It was a moment of immense national pride and a clear signal to the world that the Soviet Union was a force to be reckoned with. And let's not forget Yuri Gagarin, the first human in space in 1961. Gagarin's historic flight was a triumph of Soviet engineering and a symbol of human potential. His journey captivated the world and cemented his status as a national hero. Talk about shooting for the stars. So what's the takeaway? The post-WW2 era in Russia is a complex and multifaceted period marked by incredible achievements and profound challenges. It's a story of resilience, innovation, and the enduring human spirit. Post-WW2 Russia is a tale of resilience, scientific achievements, and yes, some pretty intense politics. The Soviet Union's journey through this period is a testament to the strength and determination of its people, who persevered through adversity to achieve remarkable things. It's a period that shaped not just Russia, but the entire world. The events of this era had far-reaching implications, influencing global politics, culture, and technology in ways that are still felt today. Next time you think of history, remember it's not just dates and facts. History is a living, breathing narrative that connects us to the past and helps us understand the present. It's about the people, the struggles, and the triumphs that have shaped our world. It's about the people and the stories that changed everything. Stay curious, history buffs. The stories of post-WC2 Russia are a reminder of the power of human resilience and the enduring quest for progress and understanding.